It's the most wonderful time of the year. Did you know that today was the day? I don't even know how to start today's show. I am excited beyond belief. I feel like I won an Oscar or I don't know, it's a Tony or I don't know, most improved, or maybe what's that one for the girl that they really like? They give her an award even though she didn't win. I feel like I won an award today. I don't know if they did this just for me, and I don't think they did. I think they did it for all of us. Today, Christmas is at the top. But this might be 1A. Today is, I believe, the first ever Dole Whip Day. Now, they left out a word. Dole Whip Dad Day. But I'm checking the mail. I don't know. Maybe there's something in my mailbox coming for me. Maybe it'll come later. Maybe it's coming like UPS or FedEx or, I don't know, reindeer. Somehow, some way, somebody decided that I needed a day. It's Dole Whip Dad Day. Oh, no, it's Dole Whip Day. Let's talk. First of all, my name is Jeff. Welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Jeff. Dole Whip Dad is the name of the channel. I don't consider that my name. I consider it the channel name, because that would be weird. But still, I get, on occasion, people will call me Dole Whip Dad, right? They do it in the chat. I remember the first time it ever happened in the parks, right? Dev, Prince Charming Dev, I got a great video of him doing my start the video spiel. Hi, I'm Dole, in his better, cooler, better looking voice, right? So I don't self-identify, like people self-identify, right? They self-identify as different genders or houseplants. I guess I self-identify as Dole Whip Dad. I never knew, I didn't even dream that Disney would give me a day. But thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate you, and it's nice to be appreciated. I'm going to say hi. Oh, so Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. Monday through Friday, God willing, work and life allowing, we do this show Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:15 start time, my time, not Central Time, 10 to 10:15 Eastern Time, other times, other places, depending on where you live. And we go live and we talk about the Disney news and stuff of the day. Hello, everybody in chat. We're going to say hello to you in a minute. If you're here live, welcome. Thank you for being here live. We're going to interact with the chat live right now. If you're on Team Replay, love you too. Please hashtag Team Replay or Replay Team or whatever you want in the comments. So I don't know. I just like to know who's who and where's where. And I try to create the content for the people who are live, but also with an eye to the people who are on Team Replay. My replays are getting better and better percentages, so I appreciate that. Most of all, I just have fun talking about the Disney news and stuff of the day. We're going to talk Black Widow. We're going to talk about, we have a little bit of edge towards business on the show, but we're going to talk today about Black Widow. Boy, cough button. We're going to talk about Black Widow. We're talking about new movie theaters who are pissed at Disney. Again, it's kind of dumb. But we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Dole Whip Day. We're going to talk about some other things. Not a ton of news today, but a ton of stuff that I want to talk about. Let's get right to chat, shall we? Let's see who's here. Let's say hello to everybody who's live. Again, if you're not live, fast forward for 30 seconds or so. We're going to say hello to Lori French, first one in here. Good morning, all. Lori, love you. Feel better, my friend. Flipper's here. Hey, Flipper, I see you all the time. Well, mostly on Pete's show. Welcome in. I love it. Good morning. So what is Dole Whip Day? I'm looking forward to the stream. We're going to talk about that in about a minute. Jan S. in the house. Good morning to you. Nico the Greco in the house. My mommy's in the house. Resort Budgeting in the house. By the way, people who are in green, they are members of the channel. So thank you. They bless me, my family, the channel with a little bit of support, right? They show up in green, so we notice them a little more, right? And they get access to some emojis and some other perks too. Check it out if you like. Thanks for being here. Resort Budgeting in the house. Boom and Cheese and Richard in the house. What's going on? Michael Superbacca in the house. Glad to see you. Richard Scott, congrats. Dole Whip Dad Day. Richard, you're my favorite of the day. Thank you. Pete McDevitt, I just mentioned you, buddy. How's my buddy Pete doing? I am new here. Yeah, right. Love you. Not new. Richard Scott in the house. What's going on, my man? Moments of the magic. Hey, I made it. Welcome in. I'm really glad you're here. But National Ice Cream Day was yesterday. National Ice Cream Day is good, right? It's like, Christmas, Easter, used to be Christmas, Easter, National Ice Cream Day, Valentine's Day. Now Dole Whip Day is like at the top. So I'm alive, I promise. Nico, I'm happy to hear it. Turkey Lakes are the house. Did someone say Dole Whip? We really need to get to this. Okay, if I missed you, I apologize. Please don't take it personally if I missed you. I'm not ignoring you. Let's talk about it. So let's just go straight to the source. Where is this from? DisneyParks.blog.com. Pretty sure that's the name of it. There's a go in there. Just put in Disney Parks blog. It'll pop up. They always have. I check a lot of Disney blogs. This is the best one. Now, it's straight from Disney. So, I know it's not a rumor, right? Dirty little secret. Dirty little Disney blogger secret. Ready, set? And I guess I'm guilty of this as a vlogger, not a blogger. V for video, B for, I don't know, bacon or something. Probably 1/3 of the Disney blogs are just trolling Disney parks and regurgitating their stuff. 1/4, 1/3. Anyway, for whatever it's worth. Check out Little Happy Guy, which I stole for today's thumbnail, and I put a cross through tomorrow, and I made it today. I love you. First ever Dole Whip. Am I yelling? Yes, I'm excited. Evan in the house. What's going on, Evan Green? I can't wait to taste the watermelon Dole Whip. I'll be in Disney the 31st. Oh, I won't be there till October. Evan, save some for me. I'm more of a traditional pineapple guy. I do love me some watermelon flavor. Like, we were at an event and we had to pick between real Dole Whip and strawberry Dole Whip. And I made fun of everyone I could get in front of that didn't have the real Dole Whip. Just saying. So watch out. All right. Bunch of other people are popping in. Welcome in. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're old here, did I call you old? Will in the house. What's going on? How are you? Jack Twaddle in the house. ATJH. One of my favorite Instagram follows in the world. Check out ATJH, people. Can't stay. No problem. But get a sledgehammer the like button. I appreciate you. If I missed you, don't take it personally. Let's get to this first ever Dole Whip Day. Oh, it's July 19th. Pretty sure that's today. Celebrate early with exclusive wallpaper art featuring the iconic Disney Parks treat. I love him or her. It. I want to consume it. Get in my belly. It looks like those little, what were they? Kingdom of Cutie. I think that was a weird name. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the, I don't know, Disney pins and some other stuff. But I mean, Kingdom of Cutie isn't the most manly thing I've ever said. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Regardless, it is pretty dang cute. I'm just going to throw it out there. You know, I'm a grandpa. I got 2 granddaughters and a grandson. I don't mind saying little, I say potty. Cutie, I can get it through, right? Anyway, come on. Is that your wallpaper? I mean, I could have just used that one as a thumbnail. That was pretty sweet. In just hours, this is from last night, so let's just ignore that part. Monday, July 19th, we're celebrating the first ever Dole Whip Day. Dole Whip Dad Day? Or Dole Whip Day? You think it's a typo? Here on the Disney Parks blog, and to mark the day, our authors, people who write things, are swirling up a sweet serving and super refreshing stories featuring this fan favorite for everyone to enjoy. That was a weird sentence. Dole Whip Dad Day is a summer celebration of the most. I'm in a good mood. I mean, how could you not be? If it was Casey Corner Day, Casey'd be yelling like this. Hey, Casey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning to you. It's a summer celebration of the most iconic treat. And dude, at the Disney parks, and we'll be showcasing all of the different Dole Whip offerings at our parks and resorts. But before the fun begins, tomorrow is today now. We're serving up exclusive digital wallpaper art created especially for the occasion. Are you going in the office today? Does anybody go in the office anymore? If you go in the office today, what you need to do is you need to log into all of your friends and neighbors' devices and put that on as the wallpaper on their computers. Moments of the Magic says, I think I have to give Dole Whip a second chance. I'm just a huge Moments of the Magic. Do you have kids? Do you have grandkids? Do you have little puppies? Do you have a couple cats? Do you have some fish? Can you pick your favorite? Of course not. You can we live in a world where you can love you some hot fudge sundaes and Dole Whip. Now, you don't have to eat them you don't have to put them in the mouth at the same time, because that would be weird. You never know. How else is food invented? But you don't have to hate on one because you love the other. Of course, that creates a belly like mine, but that's a whole another show. As you can see, Dole Whip comes to life in our new wallpaper, and there's more to come. My voice this morning. So if you're like us and crave the frozen delight morning, noon, and night, yes, I do. Yes, I am. Yes, I would like some, please. Be sure to check back on Monday as we celebrate. I'm checking back right now. Also check out the terms, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I guess there's more to go. It's 10:25 Central Time here. I don't see anything else there. I don't know. Maybe I should refresh. You never know, right? Let's refresh. There's more. But wait, there's more. Foodie guide. Where'd it go? Oh, it went away. Hold on. We've got foodie guide to all of your Dole Whip dreams just in time. We've got, it moved on its own. We've got snack in view. Enjoy a frozen pineapple treat inspired by Dole Whip watching. Okay, moving too fast. We got celebrate Dole Whip Dad Day with the hottest tropical merch. Oh, it's moving. We got new Moana themed Dole Whips debut to celebrate reopening of Disney's Polly. Oh, the things. Oh, and it's keep going. First ever Dole Whip Dad. This is amazing. The show's gonna have to end. I got stuff to read. So if you want to know where to go to learn all the Dole Whip stuff that you need in your life, Disney Parks blog. Really, it should be a national holiday. Are you at work? Walk into the office of the boss right now and say, Dole Whip Dad himself said that I get the day off. I got stuff to do. I've got to read about Dole Whip. I got to find where in my town I can get Dole Whip. If you want to know where to get it in Fort Worth, you can check out one of my vlogs from just the other day. Polynesian resort staycation, maybe a week ago. It's on the channel. Kind of fun. You can check it out. We have Dole Whip in town, and it's pretty dang good. Let me check up on chat here. Casey saying hi to everybody. Alcoholic Dole Whip at the Poly. Yeah, I'm not a big alky, but you throw some rum in a Dole Whip, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's pretty dang good. Not gonna lie. I can get a Dole Whip from a small ice cream shop in my area, says Resort Budgeting, called Sweet Frog. Sweet Frog, I just gave you a shout out. I feel like you should be sponsoring my show now. All flavors. I might be able to make the watermelon parfait. I know, I'm just being silly. Hashtag don't be jealous. Kidding. We've got a couple places local here that we can also partake in Dole Whip. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not one of those people who says, oh, it's not the same. Sometimes it's not the same. Sometimes I make it different, of course. And of course, it's not as wonderful dripping Dole Whip down your front of your face and onto your shoes and onto your shirt in Adventureland. I mean, it's just a better place to be sticky. If I had to be sticky somewhere, I'd like to be in Adventureland. Yeah, I'll stick with that. But I'm still consuming Dole Whip. It's still amazing. The one here in Fort Worth, and we've got 5 or 6, I think 4 or 5 now. The one, they're doing a good job of getting it into my belly. But the one that we just went to was perfect. The biggest difference, frankly, was how they present it. It's more of a cup. It was more like a Slurpee cup with like one of those rounded Slurpee things. My wife, Paula, was complaining about it. I'm like, no, that gives you room for some more. I'm in. So I don't know. I love it. I'm glad they're putting it out there more. I feel like we're beating the Dole Whip Day thing down as far as we can. But Evan saying hi to everybody. The question is, your preferred Dole Whip, boozy or not? Casey, that depends. If I'm at the Poly and I'm staying at the Poly, I'm not going to, like, maybe it's the end of the day or I'm hanging out, load me up. Get me a comfy chair and a Dole Whip with some rum. Yeah, I'm good. And I'll just I'm already happy, but I'll get happier with the Dole Whip and the rum. So yeah, but if I want to go, like if I'm going to, I don't know, if I'm going out to the Booty U parade, I gotta get on the monorail. I gotta go. I got stuff to do still, or maybe we're going to dinner with some friends, or maybe it's earlier in the day. It depends on what is next on my schedule. If it's the end, if we're staying at the Poly, and I can consume it right there, and I can get one of their comfy chairs and just watch all the beautiful people go by, or go shopping in the boutique, or hang out at the pool. Yeah. Make sense? Remember those kebabs in Adventureland at Disneyland? Yes. Now I'm hungry. She's talking about the Bengal barbecue kebabs. I'm positive. They also have stuff that you would love now at Tropical, not Serenade. What is it? Tropical Hideaway, right across the street. So as you exit the Jungle Cruise, you make a right. I'm talking about Disneyland now, not Disney World. They've got Tropical Hideaway, and they have new stuff. But then if you're leaving Jungle Cruise and make a left, go down with the crowd, and then go right Bango, Bango, Boomo, right kind of across from the Indiana Jones entrance. That's the Bengal barbecue. My favorite place to eat that's just quick, not sit down, in Disneyland. True story. True story. First time I was ever at Disney World, we get to Adventureland, and it's eating time. Right? I'm hungry. Girls are doing, I don't know what they're doing. Girls are doing something, and I'm like, honey, to my wife. You don't say that to random people. You get punched in the face. It's no fun. So I say, honey, I'm going to go, and I'm going to find me some Bengal barbecue. She says, I knew you would. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. My mouth is watering right now. So I go and I walk around. I start talking to cast members. I'm looking. I basically walk the entire Adventureland twice, which isn't that big of a deal. It's not that huge, right? And it's a happy walk, right? I'm in a good mood. I'm in Adventureland, but it's nowhere. And I'm like, so I go to this cast member, and they look at me like I'm talking Greek. That was for you, Nico. And then I walk over there, and I finally get to this one lady, and I'm like, I actually remember what she looks like. I'm like, she's kind of young, and I say, I need your help. I'm looking for Bengal barbecue. I go there when I'm at Disneyland. I can't find it. Is it not in Adventureland? Where would it be here? And she says, sir, I've worked here for quite some time now. I've never heard of Bengal barbecue in my life. Oh, what's wrong with you people? One of the many things that makes Disneyland, hey, Stevie Lee, how are you? A notch up there. Bengal barbecue. I love it. Also, the Disney pin, my Grail pin that I want is a Chip and Dale Bengal barbecue pin. It's pretty expensive. I can't. There was a fake one once that I almost bought, but I don't want a fake one. So anyway, I mean, it took a while to figure out it was fake, obviously. Remember, okay, there we go. Having a soft serve machine in the bedroom seems counterproductive. Yeah, I don't know. Define productive. I feel like that would be insanely a high return on investment. I feel like it would save me, I don't know, it would save me steps up and down the stairs, which is probably not what you want when you're eating all the Dole Whip, right? So I don't have to think that one through. Nico says, when I was on vacation in San Diego, my hometown, I could see the Dole shipping containers coming to port. All of the pineapple goodness. You know, I loved San Diego. I loved living in San Diego. Yeah, I can relate, buddy. I can relate. Stevie Lee announced, everybody say hi to Stevie Lee. Michael's just saying, what? I don't know. What? She never heard of it? What part? Who didn't? What? All right. What? Nico's saying, God bless you. You're welcome. Anyway, all right. So we got more news. I don't really want to get off of the Disney Dole Whip Dad Day information, but we probably should. We do have some breaking news from Walt Disney World News Today. Breaking an hour ago, Trader Sam's Grotto. I'm yelling again. Shh. Trader Sam's Grotto and Tiki Terrace to reopen today at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. This is a good day. We're reopening. Nope. Let's read correctly, Jeffrey. We're reporting today again, Walt Disney World News today. 1 hour ago. Yeah, 1 hour ago. We're reporting today from the newly reopened Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. And we have, what a good life, by the way. You wake up, you go hang out at Disney, you write a blog. You sit down, they're probably right there with some Dole Whip. What the heck? And we have some great news to share. Trader Sam's Grotto will be opening to guests later today from 3 p.m. until midnight. Yes. So they took down the Trader Sam's signage. So Disney's didn't go and woke, apparently, people. Disney's taking down all versions that could be. Is there someone in a jungle somewhere who complained about Jungle Cruise? Apparently Disney thinks so. And so they're changing stuff. Now, I'm not opposed to the changing of stuff. Casey, you have a great day, buddy. I'm sorry I yelled so much during your break. Have the best day ever. Have a Dole Whip and think of me. That's really my goal, by the way. If people have a Dole Whip and think of me, I have one. So if that's you, thank you. Anyway, back to this. It took down the Trader Sam's sign. Were they going to rename it? Are they going to screw up the whole? I don't know what they're going to do. Are all the Trader Sam shirts that people own going to be collector's items? What are they doing? Did somebody in a jungle somewhere who shrunk people's heads take offense? I don't understand. A large banner featuring Uoa declares, Aloha, ahoy, aha. Welcome to Trader Sam's Grotto. Both indoor and outdoor Tiki Terrace areas will be opening. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. There you go. Aloha, ahoy, aha. That's pretty cool, right? Kind of fun to say. Okay. Anyway, so I'm excited about that. That's pretty cool. So if you're in the area, you know what? Honestly, one of my favorite things to do is to go there. Oh, thanks, Casey. To go there and to pick up one of the mugs. They've got so many cool mugs. I'll be so sad if they get rid of those mugs. I don't think they will. I usually have them laying around. I'd show you, but let me get caught up in chat, and then we'll go to the next news item. So what happened to the barbecue place? It's gone. What barbecue place are we talking about, Michael? Am I missing something in chat? So what happened to the barbecue place? It's gone. I re-ask it, Michael. I don't think I understand your question. There's a new barbecue place. Well, it's not that new anymore. In Epcot, in the American Experience area, there'll be a barbecue place on the right there on the entrance to, Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land? I couldn't think of the name of Toy Story Land because it's Toy Story Land. That's coming, I don't know when. There might have been a delay, probably because of the pandemic. Are you talking about those? I don't know which barbecue place you're referring to. Casey saying goodbye. Everybody say goodbye to Casey. Okay, buddy. Have a blessed everybody. They're saying goodbye to Casey. All right, cool. Good stuff. Again, Michael, re-ask. There you go. Let's see. Loki set up a villain. We know about that. I'm not going to talk about Loki. I'm trying to see if there's anything new because there was a breaking thing, so I thought we'd just check that out. No. Let's talk about Black Widow. Black Widow Theater. Okay, so they're pissed. And this is pretty funny. See, when you're in business, in a dying business, you've got to fix it. You've got to innovate. You've got to break the mold and figure out a way. So like movie theaters got stale, right? So we used to all go to drive-thrus, right? And then that got stale, and then we brought it inside, right? And then that got stale, right? And so then they started putting really comfortable chairs in there, serving you meals and drinks, right? You've got to innovate or you're going to lose. Movie theaters, I'm talking to you. From Variety, we've talked about this on this show. Oh, wait a minute. Let me catch up on Michael's thing. Maybe that's the barbecue. You're telling a story how you told your wife you were going to go get food and they kept, oh, yeah, well, no, there's no, it's not there. There's no Bengal barbecue in Magic Kingdom. So I was just a sad Dole Whip dad that day. That's actually the day that I spilled some Dole Whip on my pineapple themed shoes. True story. True story. I spilled Dole Whip on my pineapple themed shoes, and there was a stain there for a while, and I didn't let her watch it because it was Dole Whip. So if you're asking what I ate that day, I have no idea. It was a long time ago. Let's see. Well, I mean, what's over there? I probably had Dole Whip. I mean, I'm sure I did. Hawaii seen Black Widow. Oh, haven't seen. I read that Hawaii. What's wrong with my eyes? I saw Hawaii there. Where have it? Earmuffs. All right, let's get to this. Let's talk Black Widow playing theater owner stupidity. Movie theater owners blame Marvel's Black Widow box office collapse on Disney Plus launch. So, if you own a movie theater, you exist as an appendage, you are a parasite on movie studios. You exist off of them. Like when Star Wars was coming out, famous Quentin Tarantino was pissed. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was episode 1. Don't quote me on that. When one of the big Star Wars movies was coming out, Quentin Tarantino had a big movie coming out. And he couldn't get his movie into theaters because everybody who took Star Wars was by the studio. This is before Disney owned it. By the studio, I guess Lucasfilm, I'm assuming. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it had to be Lucasfilm. It had a stipulation that if you're going to play our movie, it needs to be in, I think, 80%. Don't quote me. This was like 20 years ago. Like 80% of your screens. So say you have 5 screens, Star Wars had to be on 4 of the screens, or you weren't getting Star Wars. You couldn't just have Star Wars on one screen and play Quentin Tarantino's movie and, I don't know, some movie over there and some movie over there, right? You had to have a bulk of the movies for like a week or whatever. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I don't remember the details, but they negotiated. You get our movie if and only if you're going to play it on all of the or most of the screens. So if you only want to put it on 1 or 2 screens and you had like 12 screens, Star Wars would say, no, screw you. We'll give it to somebody else, right? very aggressive. You're going to play it so we have huge box office numbers. They wanted to make sure they could maximize the first couple weeks, especially that first weekend, of ticket sales. So the local or the national movie theater chains had no point to make, no argument to make, no recourse. They took Star Wars and they put it on 80% of the screens or whatever the number was, right? And that pushed out every other movie, ensuring that even a higher percentage of the movie theater going dollar that weekend went to Star Wars, right? Understand? Very few other movies were playing. Now, these same movie theater owners, businesses, they still live in that same world that they have no control. If Dole Whip Dad, the movie, comes out and I want to, I can put it in the movie theaters and you pay me to put it in the movie theaters, right? And then you sell tickets at a very low profit. And then you try to sell people popcorn for $49.95 and sticky gum for the bottom of your shoe for $12 and all the things that movie theaters do to recoup their money, right? They exist to get you to buy popcorn while you're watching someone else's product. They're mad now because Disney Plus and Netflix and Universal are taking their product going straight to my house. I can watch Black Widow in their chair with the sticky gum and the popcorn smell and the dude next door who hasn't taken a shower in 3 months, or I could stay on my couch. And they, rather than have a good experience in their movie theaters exist on such a profit margin, you would be amazed. They need, I don't want to lie to people. I think it's 15%. I used to know it exactly. I don't remember now. I think they only need, now it's even less than that. I think it's 10%. Might even be 5%. They need a very low percentage of seats being filled to break even, right? Because everybody buys popcorn for $49.95 and popcorn is, it's basically free. It's like tea. It's really cheap to make, right? So if you're selling a bunch of tea, you're selling a bunch of soda, you're selling a bunch of popcorn, you're selling a 50-cent hot dog for $4.95. The profit margin is in the food, right? So that they pay very little. They pay their cousin Louie's granddaughter to work there to do almost nothing, right? And the customer experience gets worse and worse and worse and worse because of their business model. So now, rather than bring it, there's a couple that are awesome. It costs a little more. You get a really comfy chair. They serve you. They smile. They bring the food to your chair or whatever. That's a different market, a different model. So now movie theater owners blame Marvel's Black Widow box office collapse on Disney Plus launch. It's a funny way to title the headline because the collapse is in the numbers that only matter to the theater. Overall numbers, box office numbers that were in a movie theater, domestically and internationally, and Disney Plus revenue, huge numbers for Black Widow. Huge numbers. So huge that Disney announced them publicly in a way that they normally don't do. Pushing other movie houses to show what kind of numbers they get on the streaming services for the first weekend, like it's never been done before. Why? Well, you can back out the numbers. If you get, it's like a little algebra problem. You can figure out how much they made. I won't bore you with all the details of that, but let's just get to this article from Variety.com. Movie theater operators did not mince words in asserting that Disney left money on the table by putting Marvel's Black Widow on Disney Plus the same day as its theatrical debut. What a dumb argument to make when you know the truth. The argument seems to be that theater owners are saying, you could have made more with us had you not made so much money over there. That's insane. That's like saying, I sold a million t-shirts and you sold 100,000 of my t-shirts. But if you would have not sold a million t-shirts, I could have sold 200,000 shirts. Stupid. Disney announced in March that Black Widow, among several of the 2021 films, would premiere simultaneously on the studio subscription-based streaming service for a premium $30 price, and on the big screen while the struggling movie theater industry regained its footing. On July 9th, Black Widow opened its $80 million in the US and Canada, setting a COVID-era box office record. So that number is for box office in movie theaters. I believe the number was 60 million on the first weekend in new $30 pop, so I can watch it at my house. Pretty sure. Let's go. Disney padded the film's final weekend tally. Oh, there you go. By reporting that Scarlett Johansson's led comic book adventure collected, an additional 60 million worldwide on Disney Plus. That pushed its global haul past 20% of $1 billion with a B dollars on a weekend. 10 days after the domestic debut, the National Association of Theater Owners, the industry's main lobbying arm. Did you hear what I said? Their lobbying arm. The group of people who lie to people so other people will vote in the way they want. Lobbyists. Interesting. Why would you have a lobbying group? Oh, because you need people to act the way you want or you fail. Best way to have a bad day is to worry about how someone else is treating someone else, including you. Worry about your dang self. Not a big fan of lobbyists. Despite assertions that this pandemic-era improvised release strategy was a success for Disney and the simultaneous release model, it demonstrates that an exclusive theatrical release means more revenue for all stakeholders in every cycle of the movie's life. So they're not saying that to Disney, their partner. They're saying it in a lobbying firm, in a PR firm, to the public, to change public perception and or maybe to push for legislation. Maybe. Of course, cinema operators have a vested interest in the preserving some sort of the theatrical window. They're only making a couple bucks on these movies the first week or two. The pushback from NATO comes at a time when the movie, it can't be the NATO, right? I don't know who that is. Movie business is still struggling to recover from the pandemic. Crippling efforts, film exhibitors say, is the fact that Hollywood studios are no longer putting their movies exclusively on the big screen. This is a fight that's not going away. I'm not going to keep reading the article because it's going to get boring. Movie theaters are dying because they're not innovating. Movie theaters are dying because it's an old model and they just want everyone to do what they've always done. The movie theaters there'll be two kinds of houses that will, in my never so humble opinion, it's Dole Dad Day, so I can have an opinion, right? There's only two kinds of movies, theater houses that are going to thrive. Really expensive, high-end, pay extra for a really nice experience movie theaters. And then the other side, dollar movie day, come in early, 2 workers in the whole place, popcorn and nothing else, popcorn $9.95, cheap. The two models are, people who want a nice experience and want to pay more, and people who want to go on the cheap. Both are okay. I don't have a problem with either one of them. But that's the way it's going to be. It's already going that way anyway before the pandemic. But the movie houses now, the movie theaters now seem to be mad at Disney and Netflix and Universal. The first one to do it was Universal with the was it a Trolls movie, I think? And it proved to do well. Then Disney did it with, was it Mulan was the first one? I don't know if that's right. I feel like it was Mulan. Hugely successful. It was Mulan, I'm pretty sure. Hugely successful, proving the concept. Disney disrupted the business. So movie theaters better figure out a way to get butts in the seat. Let me get caught up in chat. My wife and I went to a movie one time. We were the only ones there. They still played it with only 2 people. I've only gone to a movie theater on my own once in my life. My family was away. They were in California to see Paula's parents and the kids' grandparents. And I went to downtown Fort Worth to a fancy movie theater. Paid a little extra for the nice experience. It was Tolkien. I think I was the only person to watch the whole movie in all of America. About the author of the Lord of the Rings books. There was a movie a couple years back. I was the only one in the theater. Now, it was a higher class theater right in downtown Fort Worth. And they brought you your food right to your table, but it was just one person, right? And I had my lunch and I enjoyed the movie. I had the whole place to myself. It was an amazing experience. I loved it. I don't know why I've never done it again, honestly. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go to movies on my own usually when I got my wife and my kids. So that's probably the reason, and it's cheaper. I mean, if it's an expensive experience, it's cheaper with one, but I found it to be a great experience. I also go to a movie theater, at least pre-pandemic, that was very cheap. It was right down the road. They didn't do a good job. The place was always sticky. The place was always, they almost burned down the place once with, I got it on a video where the, popcorn thing was burning. They were paying people at the lowest they could. Because again, the profit margin is, anyway, I've done both. I've partaked in the cheap movie experience and the nice movie experience. I like the nice one better, but I do it less, right? Of course. But I'll go. I like movies a lot. So anyway, I'll shut up. Yeah, I shouldn't shut up. It's a live stream. That'd get pretty boring if I shut up. Years ago, when I was in the food business, says Resort Budgeting, I was a purchasing agent. 16 ounce of Coke with the cup and ice was 16 cents, probably 30 cents now. Yeah, they make huge profit. Obviously, tea, popcorn and tea are huge profit. Sodas are profit. I worked at Arby's when I was a kid, and I'll tell the quick story. They broke even on, this is a long time ago. They broke even on beef and cheddars. Every other menu item they had at the time was a loss for them. And then they made it up in selling Coke and tea. All of the profit for the entire company was in Coke and tea sales. Well, beverage sales. I mean, maybe they had different beverages, right? Beverage sales. Broke even on beef and cheddars. Random, right? Everything else they lost on. But to bring you in, they're selling soda. They're in the soda business. Like McDonald's, right? Have you seen the movie? Right? They're in the what business? No, not they're in the real estate business. It's an interesting way to look at business, I guess. But anyway, okay. Let's see. In the comment section, we had a small old theater in our small town of Hillsboro, Illinois, the town where Matt Hughes lived and got hit by a train. True story. Hillsboro, Illinois cost $7 each, and they gave you a free drink and free popcorn. Wow. So you came into the theater for $7 and they gave you a free drink and free popcorn. So that's an interesting way, because they're getting their $7, right? A percentage of that goes to the movie house, right? So they're keeping their profit, but they bring you in. How do you make a profit in a business that you need people to come into the store? First things first, you have to bring them into the store. You cannot make money if it's an in-store model, brick and mortar model, without having the people in the store. Those kinds of companies have to innovate to bring people into the store. This one brought it in by giving you pay $7, right? A little more probably in Hillsboro, I'm assuming, in Hillsboro than the others, if they had others. But you got a popcorn and a soda. You felt like you had a value, then you're there and you buy something else. Interesting. I like it. Most places near me, says Michael, had like $5 Monday or Tuesday movie tickets, which was a nice deal. I guess those are on the slow days. Yeah, so I run after school programs, and we for years and years and years have taken kids on field trips in the morning, right? In the summer when the kids are out of school, and they not all. A bunch of movie theaters would have a day of the week where they opened early, and for $1 per kiddo, right? $1 a person, you can come in and watch old movies. So it'd be like, I don't know, Beethoven and, movies that weren't first run. They were kid movies, almost always kid movies, that are just old. And for $1, they come in. And what happens? The mommy gives them $5 and they buy popcorn, and they make a bunch of money where they would have made none before. It's pretty cool. Jan says, I go on Tuesdays when ticket is $6. So when I was a kiddo, when I was like a high school, when I was dating other junior high and high school people, right? This is memory machine. There was a movie theater that was Tuesday night, and a movie theater was Wednesday night, and a movie theater was Thursday night. Maybe it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. There was 3 nights in a row. Different theaters had dollar movie night. And so it was just kind of understood that we were going to movie. We ain't going to movie on Friday, sweetie. You ain't worth $6. But $1, yeah, maybe $1.25. What a jerk I was. Anyway, I go on Tuesdays when tickets are $6. They also sell small popcorn, small soda. We actually bought the we used to go to movies a lot pre-pandemic. When I was new to YouTube, anytime there was a Disney movie, we tried to go on that first weekend. A, we like Disney movies, and B, we could do a fun video on it. Me and my daughter were doing those together. That was a lot of fun. And we bought their deal where, I don't even know what the deal was. It was like their VIP deal. And it wasn't actually that worth it, but we were going enough. But I think they gave you like a big one. My youngest daughter really likes popcorn, and oh my gosh, it's like popcorn soup with all the butter. It's kind of disgusting, actually. But they would give her like a big one and a soda or something. So it paid for itself that way. But again, if you can get off the chair, if you're not stuck, then I'm good with going cheap. Donna, who doesn't cook, Kennedy. Hey, Donna, how you been? I love that. You had to change your name because of Donna Jaworski, right? I love that, Donna. I'd much rather be at home in my house. Most people are voting the way Donna is. But there are some movies that are just better on the big screen. I totally agree. In Dolby surround sound, I'll never forget Jack Nicholson's scene. What a great point by Donna. You guys see that point, guys? Dawn, I'm gonna put it on my screen. That is so good. So I'm gonna agree, and I'm gonna give you a point on the other side of this, Donna, but I totally agree with you. Some movies for me, Star Wars movies, Avatar movies, are gonna number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all coming out. We're all gonna see that on the big screen, right? You're gonna want to see it on your little screen or the big screen, right? Again, I'll say Star Wars movies, Lord of the Rings, those epic cinematic shots, right? That said, A Few Good Men plays on TV every other hour, and people watch it all the time. You Can't Handle the Truth is better on the big screen, but it's pretty freaking awesome on my TV too. Interesting. You don't see Avatar playing on TV a lot, do you? Donna, great point. I love it. I love that the movie, The Founder. Yeah, that's the McDonald's movie. Huge fan of Michael Keaton. I am Batman. I love Michael Keaton too. Still think he's the best Batman. Well, maybe Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger is pretty dang good. Michael Keaton's great. I actually, I only ever went to David Letterman once. I was only in New York once. I didn't really want to go to David Letterman. I was more of a Leno guy, but I was with a crew of people, and they all wanted to go to Letterman, so we went to Letterman. And Michael Keaton was there. Michael Keaton and the girl from The Office, Jenna Fisher. So Michael Keaton was there, and Jenna Fisher was there. It's pretty cool because Michael Keaton was actually promoting a Disney/Pixar movie. He was the voice of somebody. Hey, Google. Michael Keaton voiced what character in Pixar movie?
Chick Hicks. Here's a summary from the website Disney.com.
Hey, Google, I'm good, thanks.
And what?
Chick Hicks. I
Thanks
feel like
for chatting. I enjoy it.
Nice to talk. Good. Shh. Weirdo. Anyway, Michael Keaton was promoting a Disney/Pixar movie, right? And I was more excited about Jenna Fisher because I love The Office. Anyway, it was pretty fun. Kind of weird. Kind of a 2-hour waste of time, but it's fun to say that I was there. Anyway, but yes, the movie The Founder is excellent. If you like movies about entrepreneurism, if you like movies about business, it's a great movie. And I do. I also think Michael Keaton's great. And it tells the basically true story of how McDonald's became the financial juggernaut that they are. Ooh, juggernaut. Good word usage early in the month. I've only had like a third of a coffee cup too. And I said the word juggernaut. I feel like I win another prize today. Yes, in deference to John Dworsky. Yeah, Donna, we love you. And I love your name. And it makes me laugh. And I love Donna Jaworski too. Nico says, I watch A Few Good Men all the time. It was on yesterday. I watched a little bit of it yesterday. All right. I think we got to all the Disney news and stuff. Let me see if I missed any Disney news. I do have to end right on time. You know what? We're going to end right now. It's 9:58 my time, 10:58 Eastern time. And I've got a work business meeting at my house between 10 and 10:15. So he can knock on my door in 2 minutes. So we're going to close up right now. I love every single one of you. Happy Dole Whip Dad Day to you and one and all. If you love somebody, don't set them free. Get them a Dole Whip. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. I will be live tomorrow morning, God willing, at this time, 9 to 9:15 start time, my time, 10 to 10:15 start time, Eastern time, other times, other 15s, other places, depending on where you live. Thank you so much. Oh, was he in Cars? Michael Keaton was in Cars? I believe you. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing it. Anyway, that's it. Love you all. Happy Dole Whip Dad Day. Bye for now.